I grew up in the north of the Netherlands, outside of a village, really close to the nature. So we had like a beautiful place, a lot of animals, big garden, and I could really explore the beauty of the nature that was like next door. When I was young, I loved to explore the records of my dad. There was, of course, great records of Sibelius and Stravinsky, a lot of Renaissance music. My parents loved Renaissance music, but also records of the Beatles and Pink Floyd. So that was that was my world when I was younger. And as a teenager, of course, I expanded to more, a lot of 60s related things. Of course, Jimi Hendrix and Lenny Kravitz, Björk. I adored her. I started to play violin when I was 7, and later, around the age of 13, I switched to playing viola. And also at that age, 13 or 14 years, I started to compose some music and to perform them myself or with some friends. I also had a small band, and we invented our own kinds of music. I actually never thought of myself becoming a composer, because that image to be like alone in your room writing music, that didn't fit me so much. But I always thought of being a creative musician, someone who is performing himself, but also can conduct and design music. And that's actually until today what I'm doing. I never see myself purely composing. Always the composing is combined with designing the situation of a concert and also playing a role myself. I believe it's a unity. I believe my parents always encouraged me to be curious and to go out and explore myself. As a young boy, I loved to just go in nature and watch the birds and to see what's going on there. And they had a trust to give me some freedom that I could just follow the passions I had to do creative work, but also to explore, for example, nature. As a boy of maybe 14 or 15 years, I could go on vacation on my own, just on my bicycle with a little tent, and they would encourage me to do that. I was 13 and I received a CD on my birthday. It was the first CD I got for myself. That was Pieces of Africa by Kronos. So for me, Kronos in a very early stage as a teenager was very influential. I thought that type of adventurous music, that was exactly what I loved in music. Music as a way to travel, to meet other people, meet other cultures. As a composer, I always love to design interaction with the audience, and I believe that is something I want to contribute to the music life in the 21st century. I believe we had a great tradition of performing on stage and delivering that to the audience, but now it's time to really build interaction and to give the audience a role in the creation of the music. I think a string quartet is something amazing because the sound can really meld together. It can be really a unity, but still it's for people, and these people can play, can tease, can challenge each other. So it's very lovely to have that dynamic of the different characters of the people and still the ability to really meld and to create a unity of sound. Well, my ideas always start with some experimentation. So very often I'm improvising myself or with musicians and creating like sketches, doing things a bit rough, but very often involving already the audience. So also when I was doing myself some music and inviting the audience to play along, I was thinking, how can I capture that type of music, this active music making of performers and the audience, how can I capture that in a piece? So when I was invited to write a contribution to 50 for the Future, I immediately thought of that as a big challenge, because I'm not there. It's all written on the sheet music. And still I hope to create that type of very lively interaction. I believe music is not a competition. It's not something that you just have to practice and deliver something perfect. Music is communication. And in communication, listening is as important as sending out your message. So I believe in this piece we can really practice that it's not what you throw into the hall to the audience that's just important. It's also what you receive from the audience that is as important. So I really hope this piece can help you in build this exercise, the exercise of listening and responding, and not just sending out. I'm not just composing music. I love to design the way concerts happen. I love to design the situation, to create spaces for meaningful interaction and being together. Because I feel that's very rare today, to come to a place and to feel connectedness with the people that are present, and to be in the moment, be aware of something beautiful that you experience together. I think it's almost like a ritual, something very meaningful, and we can create that together with music. But we have to be very careful and not just play or just compose or just organize a concert hall. It has to be a unity, one design, a design of an experience of music and connection. If you're a musician, you might be aware of the power of music, which is to connect people who are playing. Playing music gives this sense, this bond among the people of unity and of creation. I want to challenge you. Can you also invite the audience to be part of that chemistry? Can you invite the audience to become part of your journey of curiosity, your journey of experimentation? And together, can you really explore the beauty of this world?